So it's May 8th. I was coming out here to water my May 8th, 2020. Just coming out here to water my plant, or my sunflower that I planted the other day. See if we can focus in here. And I got one of my snakes over here sunning himself. He's a pretty good size. He's about at least 3 feet long, I'd say. Yeah, he's probably the biggest one I've seen around here. He thinks I don't see him. Yeah, he's a giant. What are you doing, buddy? Yeah, I think he lives up here in one of these timbers. Side of my house. Oh yeah, check out my pineapples. I got 2 pineapples. This one didn't take. That's where my air conditioner drains out, so they get watered. Got a couple sunflowers I planted here. Rabbits got to them. Didn't quite chew that one through, but they got the head off of this one. But it almost looks like it's trying to grow another top there. I got to give these guys some more water. They've had water over the past few days, but then I just planted this one. After 3 or 4 other ones were eaten out of here by rabbits, I put these 2 big ones in with the cage around them, so I'll actually have a couple sunflowers in front of my house. It'll be kind of cool. Oh, and yeah, May 8th, 2020 today. They're getting snow all the way into the Carolinas and Tennessee. It was about 53 degrees here this morning, really nice. Yesterday, I think the high temperature was about 76, 78. I mean, it was just perfect. It was a beautiful day. This is a tray full of my long internodes. Let me yank this weed out of here. Those are doing really good. I got a leek growing in there for some reason, and a pepper plant, which is probably going to be a chocolate scorpion pepper. There's another one right there. Looks really nice. Beautiful. And those will go 3 or 4 years, so I'm just going to leave it in there. Things grow well with the bamboo. Bamboo is a great companion plant. Also, weeds love it. Oops, pulled off part of the plant there. That's not good. But all these got brand new shoots in there. All these, that's got a fresh shoot. This shoot isn't that old. So, and these are all in bags. There's another big shoot coming right there. So I got to upsize all of these into pots. I've been doing them slowly. I got a whole nother tray over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more in there. Those need a little water. They're not too bad yet. You want them to kind of dry out a little bit. You don't want to water every day. A few days off won't hurt them. And you can see that that one's got shoots down in there. This one's making a branch on its old shoot. That'll be fine. Those are all going to grow like crazy. Look at the size of that one. That shoot's not that old. Pepper plants are doing great. Getting a couple ripe ones here. I had some fall off and some got kind of burned looking. I think maybe the sun got to them in a couple days. Hit some of them, and I see all these are starting to get ripe there. So I'm going to have a handful probably in a, ooh, look at that one. There's a big one there. Monster. The color on these things. Now that one's got some little white spots in there. That's what I'm talking about. They got a little burned or something. A couple of them got pecked by birds too, or something bit a hole in them. But they never get very far trying to eat these peppers. That's a big one there. Oh, got some spiders or something on there. bugs. I could probably pick those, and those would just finish ripening up. Oh wow, there's a couple big ones, ripe ones up there. Should probably pick a few of these. Here, let's pull this one off. Take a look at this. See, here's those white spots. I don't know if they got sunburned or they got a little dry one. Maybe they got a little dry and the sun was beating down on them. I don't know. Still a pretty nice pepper. Got some spider in there. You got to be real careful and you got to wash these really good. There'll be bugs and stuff up in there. Oh, my tomato plants that I had in here. A raccoon came in, got his arm in there, ripped all these out, destroyed them. I caught them the next morning. I saw them all ripped up, so I dug them back in and I planted them a little deeper and watered them. They were all shriveled up. I mean, they looked dead for a few days. And then I put this other plant in here. This may not even be a decent seed. So basically all of those were my original plants, but they're starting to come back. They're standing up. The leaves are even looking a little better. You know, I mean, they're starting to put out some better looking leaves. They were wilted and pretty much destroyed. Some did lose a few leaves on there, but they're actually coming back. I might be okay with those. We'll see. I planted extras in there. I only need one plant, so if a couple of them get destroyed, I still might get by with one plant coming out of there. Now look at that pepper. Whole bunch in there. It's still setting fruit too, or setting blossoms. Look at, there's a little baby one there. There's more blossoms opening up. You know, all these little, oops, I don't know if you can see them there. Yeah, all those little blossoms. These are all, and with a temperature like this, 50s, 60s instead of 80s, 90s. Here's a bird pecked one. Ooh, something went after it again. Or wait, I might have bit a little piece of that. Yeah, a little hole got bit in that. But with the temperatures the way they are, 60s, 70s, 80s, or not even 80s, these fruit will, or these blossoms will set a lot more fruit. And you can see there's all sorts of little babies around here. Little tiny ones just starting. Man, this thing is really like overgrown and gnarled up here, all growing into itself. I didn't trim it, so it's all totally wild. But they're doing good, looking nice. Going to get a bunch of peppers off of there. Ooh, look at that one. Or did I already show that one? That's a beauty. I'm going to take that in. Before a bird gets that one. That one's almost perfect right there. Look at the color on these things. Just amazing. Chocolatey red. And the color on the inside is just as fantastic as the colors on the outside, maybe even more so. And I'll let a couple of them ripen up a little bit longer and see if we can get some juice out of them. The liquid inside that drips out. And my transplant out there is still looking a little yellow. I mean, a little more yellow than the other examples. Well, those are in the shade. Here, we can get a shot of that one there. That one, see how green that one is? That's nice and green and nice. And then when you look at this one over here, it's a little bit kind of yellowish looking. I've been watering it, so we're supposed to get some rain Sunday, Mother's Day, day after tomorrow, so that will help immensely. But this little shoot here, that thing's doing great. They're getting really bushy now. Everything's growing branches like crazy. They're not putting shoots out because they don't have any water or any rain, but making lots of branches. Except for my transplant over there, it's not doing a whole lot yet. It's gotta put some new roots out. So that's about it. Oh wait, all right. This is my patch here. I got a watermelon yesterday. I found on the side of the road. I chopped it up and threw it in my compost pile. But I spread everything out a little bit, so taking up some more area here. And my sunflowers are getting huge, giving a little bit of shade everywhere. Like stalks of them everywhere. I got a big one here. These ones are finally getting up there. about 3.5 feet tall. And I got all these ones in pots that I started a couple weeks ago. Those are getting up there. Rabbits have stayed away from them. I had to put them inside the wire here, of course. And rats also like them. I caught 3 rats recently in the traps. Here's this pot. I gotta break that apart. I got two seedlings in there, and it's in a small pot and roots hanging out, so I gotta get those in bigger containers. I think I got 1 shoot off of everything now. They're doing really good. Let's look at the size of this one here. Let me back up a little bit so you can actually see it. It's about 2.5 feet tall now. About probably 5/8 inch diameter. Looking good. Oh, let's go over here and see Mama Bird. Mama Bird, you in there? She's getting so used to me now. I come up and harass her a little every day. Well, not really harass her, but I look in there and she just doesn't even, she just looks back at me. So there's our little Mama Bird. As far as I know, there's still eggs in there. Yesterday there were still eggs. She didn't hatch them yet, but she's working on them. She's a good mom. She's on them all the time. I hardly ever see her off of them anymore. I don't know when she goes out for food. Lemongrasses are doing phenomenal. I got some new ones in here I've had sitting here in the water for a few days. Oh yeah, they are making roots. So those are doing really good. I got to get those potted up in my new white bags. I got these white poly bags. The black on the inside, white on the outside. I kind of like those. They help keep the bags a little cooler from heating up, drying out, and all that bad stuff. Caught